at Tokyo BitSummit. No, it's not Kyoto. Look at me. I just came from Tokyo, so my mind was like Tokyo. It's Kyoto. It sounds similar. But how are you doing today?
I'm doing really well.
Awesome. So I think we're watching the Momodora 5 gameplay right now.
Yeah, so Momodora 5 is it's the fifth in the series.
Oh yeah.
The name is a working title right now. They're really far away from where they want to be, I think.
Got it.
But basically, Momodora 1 through 4 were pixel-based, side-scrolling character action games.
Yeah.
And what they wanted to do is, 4 was like basically their magnum opus, like the biggest pixel characters they could do, best animation they could do, and they said next step we got to do 3D.
It was amazing because I'm guilty of this, but I haven't played Momodora 4, but I was always eyeballing Momodora 4, and I was looking at how the pixels are great, and then when I heard Momodora 5 and saw the 3D, I was genuinely surprised how, because it's been always like a 2D game, and then from that 4 to 5, it leaps into 3D.
Right.
And it looking like at this, it seems like it has that nice transition over to 2D to 3D. You got the nice lock-on system going. It's actually an adventure. It seems like you gotta go ahead and solve some puzzles to kind of progress. With this, so it's still work in progress. How long has it been in progress?
For at this point, like less than a year. But like what they're looking at right now is they're looking at releasing like 2 years from now.
2 years.
So this is very early in development. Basically, what they wanted to do with this is the Momodora games are highly inspired by Dark Souls in terms of enemy place and difficulty. But what they wanted to do is they wanted to amp it up, and so for the 3D one for Momodora 5, it is a mix of, in terms of influences, it's a mix of Dark Souls and Wind Waker. Wind Waker's like a big inspiration in terms of like the shader they're using, in terms of like it's the controls and stuff.
Yeah, has that nice, because I was wondering all the time, like, because it's beautiful 2D pixel animations, how would that transfer over to 3D?
Right.
All the time. And as much as this is the early development, it seems like the shaders are already like pretty in good progress already, I guess. But then if it's going to be 2 years, at what we can see right now is definitely going to change over time, seeing like the graphics.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in terms of what they wanted to show at BitSummit, they wanted to show essentially, a game that when you play it at the show, you feel like you're playing a game that's like far in development, even though there's a lot of stuff that they have to do still.
Oh yeah.
They wanted to create, the demo we have has. They wanted to create something that has like really interesting level design, kind of loops in on itself in the way that Dark Souls does.
Got it.
But they wanted to create something that, like, even with the small space that you have for the demo, you kind of understand that they want to do something kind of complicated. And you come about it in an interesting way. Each room has an interesting way you can enter it. And they wanted to make sure that you kind of get that feeling, when you're playing it.
So you're like have that nice Momodora feeling that you had before transfer over to the 3D platform.
Absolutely, yeah.
So the BitSummit floor has been opened up already, so there's probably a lot of people have played the game.
Yeah.
And then probably people who played Momodora 4 or other Momodora series have played the game. And I wanted to see, I don't know if people gave you feedback on like what they felt, how after playing 4 or like the 2D platform to jumping over to 3D platform, like what were the feedbacks of these?
Well, to be honest, I think one of the biggest things was that I think there's two sides of it. Fans of Momodora in general, who kind of get like how the gameplay is supposed to be, they like the jump. It feels like I call it like something close to the jump from Link to the Past to Ocarina, right? It feels like you're taking the 2D Momodora and taking it into 3D very faithfully. The other thing we've noticed though is that like Momodora has always had this very sort of very specific type of gameplay that some people kind of just want more of it because, there's a lot of people who are just like, I love this game, just give me another of the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So like sort of getting them to be into the 3D version has been, a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah,
but I think we can overcome that.
Yeah, definitely. Like looking at it, because I think I'm gonna kind of reference Zelda, right? Legend of Zelda, after playing the Super Nintendo version of Link to the Past, and then 64 came out with Ocarina of Time, probably a lot of people were like, we want 2D Zelda. What are you doing with the 3D Zelda? At the same time, the 3D platform was new as well, so there was definite curiosity to like what's gonna happen. But then at the end, people still till this day, people still love it. They remade the game as well. So it seems like I feel like the complaining will come in the beginning, but then afterwards they actually experience the 3D aspect and then see that it has the spirits of Momodora like still transferred over from 2D to 3D.
Totally, yeah.
Definitely the feedback would change, not the change, but then the feedback would be positive, and they're like, oh, this is definitely Momodora.
Yeah, I think a lot of the motivation for the team comes from the fact that they want to be able to prove that they can make a 3D Momodora, and I think that's going to be like really powerful. Like when we get to change people's minds, that's going to be what they really want to see. Is getting people who are either like new fans or hardcore Momodora fans playing the game for the first time and realizing like, wow, this is something special.
So the thing is, Momodora, if I believe I'm correct, they were on PC most of the time, right?
Yeah.
For this, now it's going to be on the 3D platform.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of actually releasing them in like the consoles as well, or it's still gonna be like PC?
Well, so what we want to do is obviously as many platforms as possible. There's nothing we can announce right now in terms of like other platforms.
Yeah, it's still early,
but it's definitely like something that we're looking at. It would be silly for us not to.
True.
Right now, what we're doing is we really work with PC, with PlayStation 4, and with Switch. So, I mean, whether or not Momodora finds its way to all those platforms is yet to be seen. It just comes down to obviously like the hardware capabilities, any sort of like our time able to do it. But as far as what we want to do, absolutely.
Nice. So for the people for the guys who's at BitSummit, they can easily go to your booth and kind of talk about Momodora 5.
Absolutely.
But for the people who's watching, who's at home, can't come to Kyoto to go to BitSummit, who wants to know about Momodora 5, where could they go to get like more updates of like the production process or stuff like that?
So for now, we are trying to keep things under wraps.
Okay.
But we will, in the future, we'll have more information about Momodora 5 on our own publisher website.
Oh, nice.
DangenEntertainment.com.
Gotcha. So DangenEntertainment.com. In the future, you will start seeing much more updates on what's going on with Momodora 5.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For coming by, showing the Momodora 5. I got it. Well, it has 2-year progress, which means that I still have time to play Momodora 4.
Yes.
Before it's released. Thank goodness. I was like thinking like, oh my god, there's already 5. I was thinking I'm gonna play 4, and then it's that one thing where you always have it in mind, like I could play it later, and then new one comes out. It's like, oh my goodness, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. Well, I would love to. I'm actually curious how Momodora 5 would start progressing, and then what kind of changes would be applied. Seeing like from looking at the gameplay right now to in the future. So thank you very much again for coming by.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for the people who's watching, thank you very much for staying by and look at the game. If you guys are curious, dangengames.com. Go check it out. If you're curious about Momodora, they're a beautiful game as well. So go ahead. It's on Steam page. Everybody can purchase it. English, Japanese.
So right now it's gonna be in English and Japanese.
Okay.
The demo here, obviously, at BitSummit's in Japanese.
Oh yeah, of course.
But there is an English version as well that works. Yeah.
So yeah, there's gonna be English and Japanese version, but English version will be coming by as well. So definitely check it out. So thank you very much.